looks hot, beating out guys before forcing a breakaway for himself. Yes, he looks slow out there. Yes, he looks lazy and uninteresting. But a lot of that could have been chalked up to the fact that his knee was all messed up. And then to the guy that's really hard on him. And then you've got the second guess, the double clutching, the refusal to shoot because he's looking for that perfect shot. And when he gets the shot, he misses the net. That was not something that Elias Pettersson had to deal with earlier on. Himself before. He just activated. That mental switch in his head was so efficient at just doing what needed to be done at the right moments. And Pettersson's mobility was one of the biggest drivers that allowed that to happen. Now, in 2025 and 2026, you've got a whole bunch of bogged down clips where Pettersson just refuses to skate, he refuses to, as he's looking over here, it actually looks really inspiring. And I know we've said a few times over the years, okay, what if Pettersson did that? What if he actually was able to look good? But like, this might be some of the most optimistic footage of Elias Pettersson training that we've seen in a long time. It's like the total opposite of Andre Kuzmenko going out there and practicing in bottles, running up and down those stairs and doing jumps on the chairs and whatnot. We were clowned on him for that low-key, and he had a bad season when he came back. Elias Pettersson is training with NHL players in LA, and now he's looking pretty decent. Now, I know you could also say, hey, wait a minute, like, look at what's happening in Burnaby. You've got guys like Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, you've got Macklin celebrating, you've got Gavin McKenna, you've got some of these top-tier guys trading just down the road from Rogers Arena, and Elias Pettersson is not participating in that. Instead, he's going to LA. He's hanging out with Anaheim Ducks players, Tyler Toffoli of the Sharks, and a whole bunch of other people. There can be some stirring issues around that. Oh, why go to LA to do summer training? But at the same time, it's like, ice time is ice time, and that we've already been seeing with the gentry, the Canucks, and the practice facilities being built in Britannia. There are issues with the amount of ice services available in this city. Ice, 5, 0. Good to be getting ready. Elder is finding back is what a wonderful day! Hey, Barbie, first, let's break down there for me on the bottom. Black all night. You know this, but I have found father in every dark soul. That's not fair. I'm wrong. My sense of intelligence which I saw on my display spell related. It sounded kind of like spells and creating somewhere. That's the end. Oh my god, this is the first time! I guess the first of this guy is something they're like, what you got there, Jay? That's good. Let me spell it out for you. Spell it. I like that bag. I saw that feeling. Spell it. Go. Go. I'm hoping that one of my sisters will go third session. And third session. Gotta see your shot and play it. God's ultimate battle, strength versus dexterity. I've decided that I will no longer stand for using dexterity. Dex and warriors, rise! Rise against the woman! Yeah, you like katanas, quickly, pleasant. This is so what? I represent all of that. It's alright. Don't stress. Go on and play out. Character. Everyone, this is Elder. Oh yeah, we got one of three, so we get one finance and just go on and find
Having somebody now they're on this team would be fucking amazing, actually.
Wow. If anything starts to be confidence, there's no way. Actually, well prepared for this DLC. A lot of hard work. talking about a bunch of upgraded weapons, bell bearings, blast upgrades, you know how many spirits that can happen in the console? You never want to see two motherfuckers with a tiny film, but you're that general stuff on the dungeon. Ladder ahead. Oh, this is a prime message area. Yes, think it's something. Find evidence. Adios, monster. Infrastructure. So I made this Canada Twitter big build card for it. I just lost on it. Holding particular thing. Cars and democracy and trying to get I'll do like a volunteer watching for the value so just to get the I like it actually if you look hard it's some parts that oh don't watch out. And if it looks live, it's today's sponsor, Brother Crew. If you're sold to Iron Streetwear in, I like this one, Murray, it's the crazy sword again, David Castle. It's an American race design and the cabinet for a bonfire. I got the new cool line lighting for them. It's the puppets. It's all Mr. Puppet. If you're interested, there's a link in the description to their website and their designs. The link to their Insta. They give Brother Crew his sponsor. They keep saying tiny think of other time. If you just know the boss fight, actually, the one. So they can't pretend so they can do different things. So we should get a job. I talk about fucking this. Fuck. What? What? Why not? I'm here to help. Dragon Man. Dragon Man. Yeah. 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 What's wrong with this day? Back over, digital cars finally coming off. Stand still, skeleton run. I was kidding. Of course, it's harder than the dragon. What is this camera? Fuck this. Door. Because. No! They just passed it. This is good system. There's been using lying. Alright, few messages. Message to him. So who wants to bring some stage by like ancient dragon? This guy's bringing us the first the dragon. Oh! I need that sword. Stanley! You can talk on the fuck. I am ancient god. This is not good. You fought well, Dragon Man, but now the sword is mine. I think. Dragon Man is no less than the dogs. But that's what he could have stayed. Very crispy voices and has arrived.
applauding. Hey, what do you got? I like Geronimo. Yeah. Hey, guys, I had three. Good job. Good time. Good one. Okay. You got a beautiful play right there. The ball connects right to the pocket off the back. You can hear it all over the ball. A lot of pops coming up. But then there, if you really get it, one thing you do. It's a good one. So you got to be checking for the month. Good thing, great. It's good you guys put that in. Give the sport up in the basket. Then you get that. What about?
Anything on these pages? May I take your coat? Oh, actually, you're comfortable. You have to leave it there. We can't take it seriously.
As is the case with many of the restaurants that Chef Ramsay visits, the word is spread in the community, and PK's is much busier than normal.
I'm not used to being analysis.
How would you like that, Coach? Well done. Ordering a salmon. Wow. I just know what's good, I know what's good, and I can handle the job, and I do a good job very well. It's like what's good. I'll take for 2 seconds. He literally doesn't talk behind the line. He doesn't communicate with me. It's not him that's busy. People are in situations of fucking work. All right, yes, sir. Coach Tulsa, come on. There you go. You're anything else that? I don't talk about it. Eric's lack of communication has the staff waiting for direction, and the diners waiting for food. That's not really why it's going for.
Yes. There's a nice house.
Eric, that's not to complain now, but it's not too down nothing. Yeah, give it a shit. Come on, big man. This is a steakhouse, yeah? DJ Steakhouse. DJ Steakhouse. Yeah. I'm saying say Joey. That's what it stands for. Come on, guys.
Let's get out of here. Are we going to get any?
The amount of people that have tonight, it will take us about 10 minutes for the food. That's it, I love it. And an hour and 16. Putting on right now, an hour to their service. Food is finally leaving the kitchen. That's the amount of customers. Everyone is delivering the food. Even that one. It's really not comfortable with the job.
Let's go over this, okay? I own this. I own it. I know nothing about the food. Probably the only person who owns a restaurant in the world who wouldn't know what good food is. That's the truth. I left that on to Joe from the beginning.
It's an hour and a half to dinner service. Table 30 going after the window. Getting customers have received food. It's just like everything else. But for most, it wasn't worth the wait. Okay, so I'll tell the chef about the chicken.
Why? What do you want me to do? I better not have to tell you one time.
Almond 23, Sarah, away. That's who's come on, guys. Eric, such a good time. It's like a pudding. Yeah, it's all done. They're going to go back.
He's standing there and catching the steaks as they happen.
Look at the stuff underneath there. Look at that. Eric, that's well done.
Everything just feels like it's time now.
What's that? Yeah, that's what we get.
It's a disaster. Like one of the ones that's all fun.
Yo! I take it. It's so much for me.
Probably the only person who owns a restaurant in the world who wouldn't know what good food is. That's the truth.
Here's what I'm talking about.
It's a very true. You've got that idea for your business. You look at songs people live on. 46% were really true to this. But instead, especially the food companies, we take it about black and save themselves. Once it's going down, the right time is doing it. Then it's happening. With thousands of products, store material, and the rentals, it's possible to create a book that turns people it's so possible because these ones are something to talk to personal and it's really not speak.
To the round, stay low. Make sure they don't see you. Catch your bag, walk down. Face it with that ear. With the trouble hell we're not doing this good yet. All right, now that you've learned about the lore and got your weapon figured out, let's go back and defeat that first enemy. Finally, time for some takeout. I'm just going to grab my blood echoes first. All right, get over here. Hi, Joe. Take that, you son of a bitch. Congrats, Joe. You were the worst enemy in the game. It only took me 20 fucking minutes. Got it. I think you made it clear at the beginning of Joe. This game is very different from Dark Souls. It's going to take some time to get used to it. And speaking of things we said earlier, guys without hood, get centered on this dream. It's part of the story. Running almost this journey would have ended right there if they weren't taking the life. But the hunter got obsessed on it. So instead of staying dead, he was taken to the hunter's den. The story's starting to make a bit more sense now. But these bloodlines, I don't think they're like the Estes class at all. Why did the wolf happen? They're random body. This is definitely one of the most controversial changes in this game. Instead of having a reliable and infinite healing method with the Estes class, blood vials are finite consumables. The only way to get more of them is to hold enemies dropping random bodies around the map and purchasing them in the hunter's dream. Yeah, exactly what most of the system. If you're a new player, you try to get past a hard boss, and you run out of blood vials. You'll be forced to find enemies to get more. Me and Donnie will do our best to guide you, so that doesn't happen in your playthrough. All right, thank you guys. Central Yarnum, this place looks pretty cool. Don't really see anyone though. Maybe this place is abandoned. It's not really abandoned. There's people that live here. You'll have to keep moving to see for yourself. Oh shit! Why is this guy trying to attack me? Jesus! There's your answer, Sleepy Joe. It's not abandoned. Okay, but that doesn't answer my question. Just wait another minute, Joe. There's an NPC close by that you can talk to. They will shed some light about this place and what's happening. Found a couple of them over here. Dang! I can one-shot them. That's the power of the Hunter's Axe. Again, still would have preferred you using the thread and cage. But this works too. Wallace. Molotov cocktail. I remember using these back in Nam. I had two buddies in my squad, Sergeant Woods and Special Agent Hudson. I know from experience these Molotovs pack a punch. Joe, you did not serve in Vietnam. You're thinking of Call of Duty Black Ops. But that's right. These Molotovs can be thrown at enemies. If they're weak to fire, they'll do a ton of damage, possibly opening up a chance for you to get a visceral attack in. My God! What was that scream? Don't worry, Joe. You'll get the answer to that soon. Just keep climbing the ladder. There's a lamp up there. Okay, dope. So these lamps are like bonfires. I'll spawn back at them when I die. But how do I level up? That's the neat part. You don't. Wait, what? Well, you can level up. But do I? A special way of treating guests? So you're saying that because I look different, I'm being treated poorly by people? Kind of reminds me of America a couple decades ago. Jesus Christ, Joe! Oh my God! How many times did this fucking guy go to stable with blood? I mean, it's in the game title, Doc. I don't know what you'd expect. The hunt is on tonight? What are we hunting? I hope it's some turkeys. I bet Donald's fat ass is looking at yours turkey. Oh, fuck you, Barack. But no, everyone in Yarnum is hunting beasts. Wait, if everyone is hunting beasts, why were they attacking me? Everybody in Yarnum has been infected by the beast plague. All those people that are attacking you are slowly becoming beasts themselves. And the thing is, you're an outsider to them. Because of that, they think you had something to do with the spread of the disease. There's some theories that their minds are so corrupted that they see you as a beast. It's pretty sad when you think about it. Oh man, this reminds me of Dark Souls. People going hollow, losing sanity. I guess it's a trend in these games. God damn it, there's so many people. Keep your distance and swing your axe. You haven't transformed, which is good. Just watch your positioning. I'm going to nuke Britain after this. You got it this time, Joe. Just stay back and wait until they're all clumped together. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. I just have to wait for my openings. I'm getting a good couple of hits. Nice one, Joe. Now just keep heading down that way. There's something important down there. Something important? Donnie, I don't... Wait a second. No! Joe is not ready for the execution. Wait, what's down here? Barry. He's got to learn the hard way.
What sakes? No.
Kicked out of you by this guy. It was tough, but it teaches you a lot. You're right. It would be a good way to teach me. All right, Joe. Turn around and head to that now. Over here? Okay. What the hell is this thing? That's an executioner, Joe. It's the hardest enemy in this area. It's difficult for new players to kill him, and even though it's optional, I still think you should try. Oh my God! Where is the opening on this guy? Okay, finally. Now I'm getting some hits to this. Fuck! And I do hardly any damage. This is bullshit. Can you leave me alone for 1 second? Oh, Jesus. Finally got him under half health. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I used half my blood vials. Just a loose and slack fit. Joe, what the fuck did you just say?
So in the interest of time, I will explain to you how to use your gun in this game. So on its own, your pistol does very little damage to most enemies. But damage isn't what we're worried about. If you shoot your gun right as an enemy is about to attack you, they will be put into a stagger animation. During this time, run up to them and hit R1 on your controller. You will do something called a visceral attack, and it will deal an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, that was a lot to remember. You said shoot the enemy before they attack. I'll try to do that. No, this isn't doing anything. I don't understand. I'm shooting him.
Just keep trying, Joe.
Yeah, geez. It finally worked away.
What? You gotta be kidding me, Sleepy Joe. You have to be faster than that.
Guys, do I really have to do this?
As we said before, it's optional, but this will be a good learning experience.
Good shot. Now just visceral hit. Yes, I finally connected it. Oh, how the hell is the pitch still alive?
Yeah, your staff is still pretty low, so if visceral attack doesn't quite kill, we're just ready to finish him off here. But just dodge those axe swings.
Let's go. That was awesome. I can't believe I beat the hardest enemy in the game.
Joe, I never said it was the hardest enemy in the game. I said it was the hardest enemy in the area.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty cool. Now, where does this lead? I don't see anything here.
There isn't anything to see there, Joe.
Wait, seriously?
That's the downside to this fight. There's no true reward or special area. But at least you were able to learn about gun carrying. That's worth more than any item that could be here. Obama's speaking straight facts. Now you're more than ready to keep venturing further into the army.
All right, cool. Nice. Some more Molotovs. Wait, I see light underneath this door. Is anybody home?
I'm sorry. So, I don't want anything to do with you.
These people really don't like me.
This goes back to the inappropriate that Gilbert was talking about. The people of Yarnum don't trust outsiders. They see you as the reason for all what's happened. Sorry to cut into your door talk, but there's a lot of enemies up ahead. If you hold down R2 on the controller, your axe will do a powerful double spin.
Damn, that's a really good attack. I'll try to remember that for large groups of enemies. Well, what do we have here? Sleeping on the job?
You basically just described your position in office, Sleepy Joe.
I told you before, Donnie, I would always pretend to fall asleep, because when I did, somebody would bring me chocolate chip ice cream to wake me up.
I really hope that's not the only reason you ran for president. To get some fucking ice cream.
Beware of ambush. I don't see anything. Oh, shit. Wow, that message saved me.
That's got to be the first time I've ever seen a helpful message left by someone. Yeah, most of the ones I read say there's an illusionary room, or to drop off a cliff for a secret, but it's all bullshit.
We got 38 home runs and 120 RBIs, guys. I'm still trying to break you. You can't do it. You can't do it. Now, what we might be able to do, recreate it. Create them in the action. The what? Yami's on base percentage is 470. Damon's on base, 324. And Almeida's for 291. Add that up and you get speed. What else would you get? 1092 divided by 3. 364. Three ball players. The average OBP is 364. And then, right. Billy. Yeah. You bet. That's cheap. Does Pete really need to be here? Yes, he does. Okay, here's what we want. Number one, Jason's little brother, Jared. Billy got trouble.
Billy, look, if I may, certainly has the problems on the field. We know what he can't do on the field.
Still thicker on the face.
Reports about him on the lead, the strip club.
Well, his on-base percentage is all we're looking at. And Jeremy gets on base an awful lot for a guy who only costs $285. Number 2. Dave Sharp. Not a good idea. Man, Jeremy, like that Steinbrenner's so pissed at his decline that he's willing to take some of his contract just to get rid of him. Anyway, Zach, 10 years ago, David Justice, big name. Been a lot of big games. He's going to really go for season tickets early in the year. If we get the dogs in July, August, he's so lucky he's going to get his weight. Billy, his later to go on. Billy, the defensive liability, that team's still there. Ready for dogs. Great. He's lucky to get 60 games on. What do you like?
50 hits on base.
Okay, number 3. Scott Adams. Exactly. Breaking up the mail, man. He actually had a little problem with the problem. You can't throw. He's got nerves. 260 is the best part of his career. I say it's just getting started. I know that's the ones the cousins pick them up. That's good for us. Look at this first. You're going to get guys half the organization for professional baseball because you've got non-curable nerve damage available. You can't throw. You can't throw and you can't steal. What can he do? Got his record force on guns on it. Get on base. Gets on base. Do I care if the Walker is? He? Yeah, I do.
Oh my god, his sheet offs is hurt too. Fuck.
One, but 3 effective players replace Young. This is the new record near Spartan. That's a blackjack. We're going to turn the opposite. Seriously, guys, I think we have to remember this is the man and the no one that ownership and God. And he doesn't have to answer to that. He makes suggestions, he makes decisions. Look, that's all fine. Well, he's been working our ass off for the last 6.5 weeks to make this sauce up there. He's just getting all it is. It's not a discussion. So we discussed there, not a discussion. Good. And I think there's one thing you forget. None of those 3 guys. No, not those things are just coming here. You could go quick.
So, instead of it being phrase, also focusing on the male armor versions of someone that's very extent that you already have almost the full armor that's covered. I'm not sure anyone wants to hear it again. But to be honest, most female variants in Skyrim just slap on some blue armor and call it a day. Don't worry about it. All I can do is just take videos for those that are just in the blue trip. So strap in, get some snacks, and prepare yourself to enjoy the video of life and some journey from the rankings. Now, let's get as you know. Number 27, Palmer. We all knew this. The Palmer said once again his bugs. And I've come to realize that pretty much all Palmer stuff is just atrociously bad, and it's a hill I will always done. I got a little time to the comments before, so I thought, first the Palmer here discussion. It's favorite parts of underground giant bugs by blowing features. I realize it's still in the surface, but the heavy Palmer armor is ugly as hell. By far the ugliest heavy armor for me, and it's really nice bugs. The overlap in place of pegging on the chest and shoulder. So gross in a way. But let's look this weird place. Look, that's heavy without the side.
armor, it's the balls you need to have to learn combat and awareness as several vital areas from the case bonus. And maybe the entries of this is laughing at not that he's not but with this set, you got the chance to 35 minutes, reminding yourself that the video is absolutely horrendous. I don't even know what's happening. But having to learn the this on the board on there, how serious it's like, yeah, because of this set and the golden scanner, it's just content that just even though it's a summer set of put that up, which I guess is probably a positive for some people. It's like the failure just can't stop. Everybody says golden six moments in the summer set is permanent failure to franchise the game, and I'm not sorry because I just hate how this I get it. It's another criticism of edition, basically a recreation of the exact model from the village given as well as on most of those, this one also doesn't work. Now, some golden stuff looks great, but it's pretty good and great because of designs. The armor just couldn't really this is the mark for me and fails to be difficult. Even with more fantastical or outlandish armor sets, I still want textures and overall appearance. It looked like it fits within a golden star. The golden sync is present at all. Even on a basic visual level, it's extremely out of place as any mention just works differently or isn't working or something's not working. This armor set has some aspects that I like, but the general design is pure 90s fantasy. It's okay, most of the version was that. There. The savage component of the sort of cool about compared to the building. The silhouette in general is it doesn't really communicate power or finance or really anything other than the character being some nerd who just really likes gold. The design of the chess piece in particular are really bad. There's something about how these lines converge, and the lack of any type of underlying garment or chainmail or canvassing that makes the entire thing incredibly uncomfortable and effective. The still those are okay, featuring some nice detailing, and hell, while it's somewhat complicated, it's unsalvageable, but overall, this is not an armor set I would ever see, but I'm the most safety for 35 in wearing the ancient armor, the Arctic comment actually was saying the sleep of death, and I feel like it presents defines his armor set. Village from the robbing boat to somebody's unfortunate ancestor, each ignored a member is a complete set, those on the probably I'm going to be honest, it's nothing that bad, but again, not one I've ever really wanted, maybe outside of the DVD intended piece, or for the purposes of this very video. Not like the golden armor, but the primary way I would describe the ignored set is as I'm really not getting tired of sure what's going on here with this design. Again, it's ancient burial armor, but we are all over the place. Heavy boots, exposed knees ready to receive all the arrows and our mentioned days. First skirt with heavily reinforced pierce, overlapping plate shoulder pieces, pauldrons, which is a long range of ammunition, and pieces of armor with arrows. If armor looks better on the literal containing dead bodies in the character, the armor is not great. That's the case here, as I think it's broader, it looks comfortable training. But maybe that's just because we can actually see other characters and not see those dies and all the people. With a sword hero variant, that does improve it somewhat. It also does remove all the star and flavor, and it shows that it's fine. And now this one really with this vision active ideas, I think it's really important for the overall design of it. It looks pretty bad in design. But it's not a problem with any other armor set. And let's see if we can more of the head. The first one, I don't know, just now the Empire is going to push you down. But it works. Okay. Despite the voice actor sounding kind of sleeping forward, that's the moment. I don't think they've uploaded as a character, just as a on having structures. His armor, however, is quite favorably good. No, literally, I only ranked it so because it looks nothing like light armor and heavy. I'm still unsure why it's in heavy category. It's relatively hard to let the purists, but some of the paper thing compared to found the same with both and a lot of the Skyrim here. Well, like all Imperial years, having the Roman inspired is probably the most blatant example of that. Moving from inspiration to pure recreation in this case. The Imperial symbol and building railings are respected to the assistance each in position of the Imperial forces in Skyrim. And overall, I think it's a fine piece of armor. It is strange to wear from the one kind of perspective, and feel like it in completing the Civil War storyline inside of the Stormblades, and including it in clothes and their body. In which case, you probably wouldn't be rolling around in a very imperialist dragon with an animal. While I like the armor, I think I have to have here going with pauldrons and the added a lot to it back here, and make focus on more cozy figure in general. As it stands, it's a little light for some of our other heavy hitters. At the retreat of the Lord's But before we get to those other heavy hitters, we have another Roman breastplate coming first. The Lord's Mail, another oddly effective unloading, beginning with a dark set last season of Mars. While this very and another sun dying in the ground, it's not really my favorite looking armor. It's okay, don't get me wrong, it's black breastplate, yeah, it's smaller, but dark, it looks like General Police armor, but it isn't like heavy material, it's relative to standard other exceptions. The real serious problem with the Lord's Mail is their inability to find any connections with really well, and that is cannot stand. So while we're not going to let it go.
Ah, Terrestrials! Fuck off, buddy! Get my back up! Your job, it wins!
It's all there. Bones, the metal units, the plates, bones, they're just spectacular themselves together.
Troy Statcher wants some extension here, really. He loves everybody here. He's a great guy in the locker room. He might be small, sure. But he spent the past 2 seasons here, well, technically, yeah, for 2. He only played 5 games. I think he was hurt the entire year. But he's a locker room leader.
And I think in this particular case, we also just put in this kind of the rest of the ceremony. It's considering on confidence and it's like anyone's doing another 101. And if we start, it's not exposed, and it's going to be good to the focus. So the vertebrae approach is great. I think it's certain it's a great news. Self-help. Again, it's done. That's still so good. It's just this common television that is right there being some people's favorite one, something like this. They're going to honest, it's something kind of at the point where I like something about each set. That looks so much more than other comics.
I need to add someone big. Like, with money, I did help a team out. Like, who has back on track?
Just because it's just a straight up breastplate with a simple added vest. Exposing your deadly weapon to all your ripple and guns. The gauntlets and goodness of the program to protect you with heavy and I like the small man of rivets hasn't given you unrated protection. And so like exceptional iron sturds, along with the force of your people's weapon. Dragon working on all the marketing festivals today, like the end of the day. It's one of the most common heavy numbers you can see that you see wearing. So it's quite the same things. The background, the bowl, the terms, the good thing overall. Despite its iconic status, the games, however, it's a little too well rugged to the your basic starting section, the place to get noticed anything but for a baseline entry from the heavy weapons. It's not that. You can send that without anything. Number 30, Imperial. Step up from Iron Velvet, and also Imperial and Heavy Weapon, which lives up to its name as it looks like a okay. How many Imperials are throughout the world? Shattered this armor is actually relatively rare. And it was showing up on Imperial officers and very civil war skirmishers that are supposed to balance that or call that because it's the more rare are various helmet variants that appear in the match this set. With my favorite, definitely being the Imperial closed helmet, its faceplate. I think the Imperial armor is pretty good. It's a little plain compared to other sets. The overlapping plates of steel across the chest and shoulders are really protected. Those are the animation textures and stratum both really set. What's supposed to be steel armor bends and stretches of the character's movements, like it's made out of rubber. I also don't care for the blue strings, so much touch to have the Imperial symbol on it. There's some sort of hide or leather glove underneath for the comfort. The previous armor scared for the rituals, while also cool, also like a tail out. Like one layer wasn't quite enough, so we needed a second shorter pair on top. It's a really odd design choice. It makes the armor look easier than it needs to be. Regardless, after the therapy they're being in a future decent but they're putting on the Dragon Plate consumer. This honor says slightly reduced the Dragon Plate from the huge critical please to the standard base set. Well, yes, it's a bit bulkier. Many of my same complaints about the appearance of the actual Dragon Bone, but many of the things just less of a thing, which works in the armor's favor. Though it's fur underneath and on top of certain areas, does wonders to bring the Dragon Bone's profile and they stand out with the in the comics I love it. It's slightly more broken, it's almost animal like addition. It's a bit less. That being said, the Dragon Plate considered its sense still has its spot, but the massive peaks and oversized flowers and altars. So let's move on and take a swap. So, number 48, Warp. This might be the good real pocket, as I have actually seen many comments from people who love the look of the armor, the good Scarab, and I agree to an extent. Like the same thing, it's going to stack up, but it's still here. There's a lot here to run. At the end of the day, outside of a very specific kind of thing, the whole from the build, I don't ever really use the full armor section because I think it's just so silly, especially with the ones that get the accent plates and metal and rivets, full coverage of the entire body. This armor stays, I think it can stop here and no style profile. And I think there's a lot of things that this armor does right there. The helmet is also a highlight for me, having this I like the feeling. It's a good design faceplate that's for the fantasy. It's so weird. I was trying to do it for about 10 times heavier than I had expected. It has to love with good color and positive appearance. It's a very odd design choice. Yeah, maybe I'm not saying I can just go with inspiration. But regardless, it's almost completely close sky. So it's fine. I think it's really trying to scale past the building. Other than against the large number sets. Number 27 was the plate. The big set is only I found the alternative armor set from, I believe, the creation of the Warhammer plate, which is essentially exactly the same, though it does feature a striking counter, which gives some nice details. And it's here fine. I don't know too much more to add. There's a one habits, but this one, 26, I can also return it if it's there. Every day, but the fact that heavy armor has many of the same coats, a general strain feeling on color scheme and ugliness, and temperature burns out all my uses to the version, and completely more filled chest and breastplate. The fall turns into a little more fun, and my silhouette, layering depth count. However, heavy armor presents some standard competition, much harder to make higher than the same armor. More vibrant and colors like the guide classes and the master on the base than that, and this set the most vibrant. As it stands, it's far its way Number 25 is steel. Third basic and standard, but with steel, I can't help but love the look of steel armors and staff. Despite its appearance regularly throughout the year, it's safety confidence associated with the idea. The more bravely it should explode in fireballs and it has some speed. Honestly, I don't care if that's going to go through if you survive the more than 4 just maybe for knowledge of action. Back to steel, this armor set is another very iconic and fundamental family of staff. We get upgraded from iron to the standard steel. Metals and designs found on those weapons, and I think that it's simply cool to compare them. It also has a couple of variants that I think prefer the models with the that's what it's more both steel like it's very certain and a lot of great details in this armor is what's really set and kind of small and strengths. Maybe it's not yeah. The rest of these I'm not right with a very cool plates, some people are very sensitive. Well, broken up with stone strip garments and the gear and scale. It's good to figure your game. None of it is awesome. My favorites, especially all of the version, is in the moment of the page. Overall, the great set down and what I did for a while. four banded. The second, the band back together, the iron returns to its lift. This time, the few enhancements. The rhythm is not only better than the bass version, but I stand by it. This isn't nothing of it so far, because I think it contains some mixed iron in it. And the album is smaller and positive, and so much bigger than the silhouette before this concept. And in general, this looks like what a giant sweet cheese from the warrior of the a lot of other sounds and everywhere. Other than no countries, there was the bottom. I love it part of we are very simple blend about like overall there's the bonus of hopefully this is a thing that doesn't get storm down. Now there with me, no spoiler, the photo house, the storm focus on the down the top. The storm there is the same thing as sleeping here in conversations that are in the difference in points of big talking places between all of the this living audio still like the historical hunt, but everything that now have definitely on that very real design. This is mainly grounded in this, more so than any other second game. That being said, like, it's a good looking at what I said, and remember that. I mean, this is the storm air. The champion of the storm comes in, this is such a command area, there's a 10, and some of the I couldn't think of others, I feel like it's good. Yeah, I just see really different. I know I'm pretty different on some sort of ridicule for how we can do this, but there is that good concept of this incentive. It's better, it's storm better, this isn't something the scholar, or more scholar, it's not for scholar. Everyone remembering this material is supposed to be part size. And pretty scholar credit, it's dropping it. I can't help but still love it's dropping it. It's barely make sure that this interaction like the game is so easy to look at. I never appreciate a lot about the technical design, only the design pattern of the game. Installing material implemented with those and groups. I simply comes to the light from the still kind of vertical. It's extremely angular and it's a star, and it's very broad. It's once again almost too much star, it's more sparingly to the next heavier armor set. With that, they even better. And let's say subpart power, there's villain of the beach, nice. Helmet on this one right in the city is part though, with its extremely long guards that the very outline character times. I didn't want to get back with some moves, the very much other than those guards, I think the helmet's pretty awesome. Better design, front size, and placement than any other designs. This one thinks it's solid, really honest, but the prominent architecture and great. Needless to say, the solid heavy armor is a totally things like that. We're putting on steel itself. Except for another mercenary or not fighter, the soldier set is a experience of the vision for a standard on the back. I think this one is a steel armor set a big burn line right earlier. The steel soldier has a lot. Cool details of the placement of different pieces of gear, once it's been cobbled together, the core after the battle, the basket has been trumpet. The battered, dented helmet is extremely cool, and then on the ticket to this something like that. They're on cover like this. Like I don't find this won't stay down, and none of the big is, but how often they do detail like that. That's the point of this, so I think it's a little other side. The little base goes pretty easy, it's pretty good, and I can accept it. I think it's not quite enough. It's rather more major those experiences of the rest of the systems. So that side of the chest is completely exposed. Then there's the consequential area to protect. Right? This is a weird design choice, but there's some historical precedent that's based on future. Today. It's fine, that's all enough. $1,000 in Canada, credit cards, so you know, if you have a credit, like you're not just not driving down town, so here's the good news. You need something about this situation, right now. You're right off. I'm just doing it. That's what we know it's just that. All of our people are wrong. All of them are 12 times for that short run. Put the money into the videos now and find out about the thing. God of the nation. That's all it takes to fill out our assessment. Your case, I think your heart makes this better expensive than your body. They'll be in touch shortly after, and like that, maybe through the low, it's regardless, it's a little weird. The other place where we start for this hand in hand, we can still receptive. It's a question of how much armor you want to wear. It's pretty sure that if you does stand up there, it makes sense. And as a would what I would say, typical to Western European type of armor set, you never actually just want to set up character, but looking at it now, it's similar to the first one. And if you fade all of the details of it, it's down. So it's appropriately heavy, and it's something that's massive. There's very talented reporter who's one of the people that are cutting down giants or dragons here. All at once, and they looked at the and they said, like, I don't know what's going around it. Nothing but this. I'm going to install this first. This is the one that was installed. So, perfect, but much better. It's a large installing plates to us, but instead you use 2 cans and really cool on a set out of the economy. It's really similar to the steel cylinder in some ways, but just stalling instead of steel. Give us some great features, but we tell them the camera at the bottom and adapts the best of those things as possible. Add the lock in this. Intrigue of the word that is solid. The brewer emphasizes this bold word for the climate. For me, this is basically a better smaller, but still not quite the whole area, as I think that helmet is pretty, I guess, very fun to do. And if you get a full face covered night, once again, just sort of get a few months long. Ice is not expressed on the very to gold more. I won't lie. It's all good. Carrying this farmer set for me, but I understand it didn't bug this and this happened. For me, gold was over. And I just feel about the first before some dog is good. Becoming needs to get jealous and think it's a bit that longer. Fast forward a couple of years, and it's made its way to standard architecture work is, of course, we do guys with most things in this room on now. This is stuff about the one that books and for me as exotic. That's the way to think it's perfect going to the world. The helmet is just awesome. It's a Star Wars something that's been designed. The experience character space. Counter to pop and the armor has two variants with one kind of like the guard ready and having the pop and the different cases. So I can hold them so it's the base but I can absolutely love it. The character is fun. It's powerful, it's pretty awesome. All of it said, it's really hard to play it, but still, there's so much to be taller, really get bugged out well, and have to be a little harder and harder. It's like, finally, have something there, I think, you have to actually do or harder. I tried to make all those songs, those different graphic words, and how to do jump that I was going to skip. discussed it with the game 7 and all we're having with the as it doesn't matter like it's a totally place second of the parenting cars, with the way that match together that's pieces that were as a solid with cars but you're the step forward above the main. It's actually not to be the various parts of the set. They're just sort of builds a character. It creates something it's a fantastic set. You think for what heavily played this type. And what the movie is about width of motions. It's fun to it's fun to take this good design and things. Still both are not we just slap it on it. Right here, he's going to have the second set. Well, we're actually like every set that we have to make things. One of my lists really got the difficult of it. Typically, armor sets are just but if it would be heavy torque, that's a heavy torque-ish armor being legal, badass. If we try to listen to get the logo works and work, it's very unique aesthetic, compared to other sets that consider. For some elders, this on the problem is okay. But I think it's included by the different things in the past. The dealers are supposed to be. But I would imagine they go full in overview. That's what documents to have it get conflict where although the song is kind of full of your guy, he calls it. Well, we also have a coming down with it this time as well. Yeah, all of them. Looking at it now, the profile, the shape, which is kind of down over the last solid at the armor set, and its execution. Part of me because I know it's just always still badass. It's not quite the power of the armor sets. And now I like the both. Primary shape of the companions, the wolf armor still remains one of the most iconic sets of the and one of the personal buildings. I don't like this build, it's simplicity, it's compared whether heavy armor is based it was active and powerful and boost which build has been in the power of also the strike color the dark birds makes up their excellent the sort of blocked out there the sort of canvas and the centuries of elements this armor is also the character of the build is passed down generations whether or not that's true I'm not sure but it does do elements are great that's sort of a with the relative simplicity. All Mickey Helmet isn't my favorite, which is why 99% of the time I'm not in a set of sort of glorious parallels to the character. Overall, it's a pretty standard and entirely set of honor set, and the correction is still visually and good. Number 14 is nice Crusader. It's funny because while I like 54th Crusader set, the light armor version of this one, it's really high on madness. I actually like the heavy version more, despite it would be the 42 and I think that's mostly because that's stacked. It was here because I used to make instead. It was one to go 30, 40, the overall design and both the nights of the night. Aesthetic is fantastic. And it's definitely one of my more favorite homes in the classic Crusader characters. All of them stand out as they open up, and the general silhouette of this armor is just super classic. Like the chainmail and pattern of some impressive detail. Some areas of this armor are inexplicably low depths and governments and the writers exploring the lack of detail and the directors how high quality other creations have started are hard not to do. Even still, the single dance and the sound of the time, the set, or form and slender way of starting with a clean silver Silver this is actually really challenging because even as I like this, more details, things that are really helpful. Still, it's strong. So, what goes about blue or it's there for it. I'm seeing this is absolutely awesome. We bandaged up and said it makes it fantastic. Fouling for social event. One of those magic box. There's a highlight for me. I can tell how somebody got for the neck. It's of course, it's still work with as I said, the blue looks fantastic. It's a great set. Or brand or even ultimate casket. The tokens and stuff. Of course, on the side, perhaps the problem is that all the I don't remember if he doesn't see like a silver medal, but I'm going to give it to second. I like the move on set. Very good. Let's try to install the Windows number has both and some incredibly awesome design. This is always one of the most iconic independent Collins and sector seniors experience as a patient, but additionally is I just love the color scheme of the gold, purple, and white blue. It's so beautiful and civilized, more rustic, rugged, and stylish. It goes without saying that Colin is one of these straight-up fast open in the game, with the Belgian cars, features, and massive glitter. There's a subtle bit of skeleton here. The armor has this beautiful shiny blue, and the chest piece with its overlapping plates on the front and back, super amazing. Then on the skirt of the tabard, there are the elegant and oversized pauldrons that are once again iconic goods compared to the model. I actually really have nothing negative to say. It's that other than this thing right in the beginning on the dark and all good of the snow, they're also can be overrated. Number 11, Imperial Dragon. It's straight up the best looking material this set. These things can afford to split something off the street and have a big ass move. The Imperial Dragon set, worn by the Imperial champions, definitely with favorite gold and highly blazing armor. In the game, it's kind of a requirement to be wary of the gold. Unless the entire set, maybe I'll set the links and it was it's amazing, especially the comparison. You know, it's their highlight here. There's another armor set to the Storm Bear that feels a little unfair to the four storm folks that made long live the Empire and his people. The players and full account mask were completely intimidating and difficult and dread. As you approach the ring of light, just the music. The other downside to the Dragon is that it's just so that it makes every other Imperial set with comparison. The Emperor calls and just human that I will answer every single time. Never been in place. Just felt wrong that you have this iconic and great armor and these with which no matter the entry in the strength, the blades armor with the Elder Scrolls forward systems fantastic. The Skyrim is no exception. Always the soft spot for it is highly used the sky making temple and see the spectacle and history of the blades and rewarded with a plus of this armor is the core part of the narrative for me and always the armor.
For people conversation and restoring smooth, healthy skin, I'm for healing today. Just for one thing, it's opted for so many things. From the #1 dermatologist with a friend for dry cracked skin, there's before, then there's Aquaphor.
Thanks to SAS Data, AI, the WSC field. Well, sir, to the team of that I'm heavily inspired by Hawk American, which has a very interesting blend of real life Eastern and Western armor, having an almost samurai like approach to get pretty cool overall. The helmet I think looks great. I know most of the rest are gundams I can like. So just for so shitty to get in a the same way, and then the blades helmet comes together in that way. This looks fantastic on almost every character. I was appreciated how sleek and everything was here in general. American model like this Phillips picks up this armor back to another set. It's very fitting for a quick duelist warrior. Like a heavy armor, you can get it done in battle easily. Gold accents are a nice touch as well. I like it. Like a speed ground on simple blades. While I wear it, I can only pull my eyes and his packs moderate. Number 9, Orcish Blade. The Orcish Blade just kind of takes everything I love about the standard Orcish set and turns it up to 11. But now that we'll go to it finally does something that I wish the standard Orcish gear had done. That is adding in black fur present on some of the weapons to the such for a combo may not be much center, so it'll be a little you know what, I don't care, it's grippy as hell. Personal play and belts and fur, I think it actually is a great time. The armor is very and stocky. It works for the type of heavy armor user you'd want to be well wearing. It just looks confident, capable, of withstanding kind of anything that would be thrown at it throughout the levels of Skyrim. It also looks almost brighter and cleaner than the standard Orcish armor, which is something when compared side by side actually. Yet it still maintains that look like the head the armor set fit for any boots, just throw it on and throw it in. Number 8, skill plate. However, the setting a little more confidence and skill plate realizes that damn, this is easily one of the best even in armor section of the game, and it's almost everything you might want with heavy armor, also containing pieces of Skyrim. And what I mean by this is that on the vanilla sense, there really aren't any traditions. We consider Western and light like armor. However, the still playing these unique things, thinking much more traditional armor set, and still having things like a first started armor set, painted Skyrim, culture. We slowly patterned that into steel, we mixed the overlapping plates and rivets. It definitely looks heavy. And as a bonus, it features by far one of these 6 elements in the base, with flaring wings making it look some type of divine cavalry like warrior, second slash and smash away anything that might be incredibly supposed to be or alarming potential of the skill plate is clear, all deserving of its spot in the top 10. Number 7, Madness. You call it insanity to have this armor set as high as this. Yeah, that's probably good. Every weakness or overcoming of Madness weapon for me is entirely made up of this. It's just so disturbingly detailed and unique that I can't help but love it. And while it only may be fitting for very specific characters or builds, I just happen to admire the pure dedication to essentially complete character and copy its appearance from Oblivion's Shivering Levels expansion. I know that's not unique to the Madness set, obviously, but there's something about how well executed it was with this particular armor set that I'm just in awe of it even now. Your Goran's drip is just literally insane. Sky, I'm nothing but the sky. If I see table for you right here. Excellent, thank you. Matt, please. Am I slightly touch base? They said it's the real Gordon Rand and Diana. So the many times to me, I think I should lead by example. So I like to wear mine. That way, if I tell them that they need to wear them, then they can't say, well, Brian, you don't wear yours. I'm going to get you right away. I'm going to get you a great server. Okay, great.
I was never told, even my first search on tags. Yeah. We had to put like $8. Never seen it before.
I think it was a nice $20 that's $20. We got the money left. Wow. As I look at the menu, I notice it's absolutely massive. So I decided to order chicken wings, which honestly, I wasn't surprised when they were dry. Then I had the lobster mac and cheese, which technically isn't mac and cheese because they use penny pasta. But the worst part of my lunch was the tuna burger, which I knew was the white rice.
It is frozen.
Oh, it's frozen. Oh, you said it's fish market, fish, daily. Fish was good. We use frozen sometimes, sure. And you know, the fish market, they use fine. Yeah, yep, yeah. Ever since about 4 months ago, everything was fresh. Everything. I ran up a little bit of a bill with my brother, so we cut back and started ordering some of the frozen stuff from some of the purveyors. I mean, what's the feedback? We get some negative feedback. Hey, I made one nice thing. I know it's above the ego, but it could be something with the air. Explain this one, Sausage. What in the fuck is going on here? This is our kiosk. And that would have products for all sorts of people. So volleyballs, beach eggs, stick bags. How busy is this? How is it going? Honestly, it doesn't do that good. How many beach towels have we sold? Not too many beach towels, right? Show me one. I'd love to see one, please. Well, you don't need to sell stuff. We're on the beach, so we don't have to tell what is wrong with this picture. How was that? Okay. Okay, cool, good enough. Thank you very much. There you go, the beach. Whatever left you on to the beach. Wow. How many guys are there? One. You got it. It's still okay, can you charge that moment, please? Didn't know that we sold out. Yes. Yeah. Wow. See?
Zach?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Wings are pretty sure that only for 3 months. Wow, thank you. The wings question. I believe they come from Genius. Being served frozen food wasn't the start I was looking for. It was like this one. Didn't melt those. In fact, the food just kept getting worse. Pulling back that big highway, pulling back that duvet on the mattress that's staying. That's Scotch alcohol.
These are good wine for this, right?
Okay. See the planes are hand on tight in the kitchen. So at this point, I don't know who to blame. Guys, what? Who could that? Like oatmeal. What? That's fun. Idaho Rainbow Trout with the risotto steams. What's with the spitty bits around the outside? With all the sauces? All the sauces, yeah. Yeah. Is that risotto? Or some of the plants that your dad left over building the new lodge? There's all the scales on there as well. Why would you leave the skin that style like some used condom? That has to be the worst. This season, we kind of just take what we can get. You can't afford changing your stuff every year. I agree. We do it every year. Oh, beautiful. Make this play will be run by your parents when you work here. Hell no. No, not for a second. I don't want to die. I'm keen on you to get out. I'm desperate. I think you got a job tomorrow when you go. Yeah, I feel like I've kind of done my part, the part that I told them that I would do. You'll listen. Certainly when you do, you will have a fashionable person who you would be. Sounds like your mind's made up. 5, 4, 5, 0. Check, right? If you're in Canada, you can have over $10,000 in debt. Payday loans, credit cards, and lines of credit that you can't pay off to get this year. Wow. Let's get them out, please. Come out, please. Come out. Sure, Bradley. Nice meeting you. Likewise. Good to see you too. Wow. So, I'm not sure words. What feedback did you get throughout my lunch? I didn't say anything to them. Nothing at all, not yet. Course by course. You didn't even talk to them. Why not? I figured that was what you were going to do when you were done. I was hoping at least you're going to say something to them so they can up the game, no? I actually expected to say something, and I thought, well, should I ask? Or I guess thinking, okay, it must be okay, I'm a crazy guy. Don't you want the truth?
Oh, absolutely.
And you know the owners hate your dishes?
No.
You don't know the owners hate your food?
No, I did not know that.
You got no idea about TV? Can't stand the curry?
No, I never knew that. I feel like you would have been lying to me.
See, I go to blame. I'm going to be frank. Everybody does the cooks. They look like they open at the bottom of this dishwasher and that plug is blocked with bits of smoking grease. You may find it funny, but you know what? I was playing with it. Just no, I'm not talking about brother. No. You're not going to be sad though. If you phone me on my telephone in the car and ask me what you did when we had it, I would never mention no business. Oh, man.
That's the same as the soup that we put.
I'm not going to think of sweets. Fresh every week, but it's not such a... You want such a... But you want to serve it. No, it's a situation. One step down there. No. When was the last time you touched it? Right, no. Oh, this is the outside.
Was that good? That's good. So that's why I can say.
So it's a fridge. Oh, wait, there's no bread there.
Is it kind of food? Is it better than
You do not equal this. Absolutely possible. And right. You just holding something like that.
I've had that 17.
It's not miraculous. Never smoked cigarettes. Anything else?
I've never actually 57 and kind of marijuana, but I took one puff and it made me sick and I just. Oh, what?
You know, I'm wondering about
Lost traffic, right?
let's start off with cappuccino.
Okay.
What else? The yes, it's good.
Okay.
This one's now.
Traffic, okay. Yes. Is that all? Okay. Okay, you're speaking. Okay, look. That's how we ordered it. The money. Are they doing?
Yes. I want them.
I'm hoping it's good. No, what is the last? The mac and cheese.
That's not
That's the mac and cheese.
Why is it a cigarette? It looks like a cigarette.
It was really good. They were miraculous. It's 30.
That is the greatest. I still looking back at you, the same business.
So it's like
It's a totally bad.
mac and cheese. 7 needs to be put under the bed. Now we're on to Mexican stew.
Yes, it's good. So we have a Mexican theme stew.
Correct.
And when was this yes it's been made?
I can go last. Hey, Jill, when was the stew made? What's the date on it? And it says 11/1. November 1st.
Today's the
Today's the 6th. Yes.
So nothing to affect me.
Never. You want some hot sauce? No. Okay. Okay.
I'll be on the next course.
Oh, let me take that away. When was this hot? Oh, right. Trapped. And Jeff said comment yesterday.
So we'll close the food section.
Oh.
Outside of that. Yeah. That's the stuff. It's Africa.
It's lottery, and you know it wasn't caught yesterday or today.
Does it have any? Thank you.
Yeah, we believe all the things together place, and that everything has fixed left, so you can organize it. And that, and this, and even this. So if you're looking for the last director, look no further. We can organize that too. Yeah, everywhere.
It's all about
Of course it is. Which is the thing I'm telling you first. This is the actually no. I think I've actually gotten rid of a lot of things in the past couple of years.
so we're going to talk together. I be thinking about center. Nice. Let's oh geez. Just some of these.
Fruit card apple.
A lot of things must find but not real. Or pick up the last one. I think you understand.
Corn flavored sauce. Wow.
Let's start off with Christmas cards. Let's do the bit after the sauerkraut again. Let's go for that. And for the French chat, must have earlier as well.
Wonderful.
Okay, great. I'll keep all of the menus for now. Thank you. Whoa. Yeah. Almost Boston. River. Let's see. I'll bring it right now. It's Ramsey first. Red pepper the block? Yes, sir. I will see it down and south to the red pepper the block. Thank you. I'm still just only that, right?
Yes, they are. They have beautiful sea scallops. I'm not sure where they cut it up there.
Oh, it's like a double chicken. I mean, it's this. So the devil, does he give you any comments after that? Comments, yeah, no shit. Thank you. Sad. We'll have that again for you. Who's that? Me. I like the way you talk about yourself in the third person. Dear Jonathan, I like shit. Things like shit. Okay. Any specific kind of shit or just dumb?
He's here on the Teleprotein Bakib.
It's edible fat.
They're not presenting.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thanks.
All right.
That's terrible. I think the food is so bad. It's good. If I could grab a camera for this.
This item here is the mushroom fruit.
Sour cream. Delicious. I mean, you're keeping it delicious. Seriously, really good. Yeah, go on there for a second. I thought it was all about the food, guys. Like, maybe the next course. The flowers are absolutely delicious. The flowers. This menu doesn't change every decade. It's the same menu been on for 30 years.
Jonathan doesn't change the punch.
Oh, so I'll ask you questions we do not talking you.
Jonathan doesn't change the punch. I'm sorry.
You answered, but it's a special person. I'll go back to you.
You said this doesn't change for once a decade. I said Jonathan doesn't change.
Right. It's been there all the time. You can see the place in this one. What's the British name?
Short of the bush. Anything clear.
Yeah, nothing consistent.
Yeah. And it goes on for good on it, and we get the brunt end of it.
Really have that you do a lot of events.
Do a lot of that.
Really on average.
Stop interpreting here.
It sounds like this is the option is the place of life.
Unfortunately, that's the truth.
Wow. What other companies are there? How
Jonathan is terrible.
why are so many companies doing this?
Programs off the car. Often on some of the markets, they just didn't take it for the right time. It's very tough to work for.
The bottom line is the problem is the open.
Yeah, there's nobody else to run. Start with the problem.
I appreciate it.
Well, we've been really good.
After that, the hotel revenue gets driven from events. I want to see how that's the 3 years since you have local fresh. I ordered a couple of items. Eventually, you'll see it was tasteless. It's so bad. So I opted for something with a little more flavour. That tastes better. Then I ordered something I've never heard of before. A double salad steak, which by name I should have done better. That is your best. And a crab sandwich, maybe with special frozen, but not the seriously. Oh, down the burger. We don't tap the burger still. You know what? Cancel it.
Fantastic.
Because it's coming from the same kitchen together. Yeah, tell us if I tell right. Who's on that case? I'm prepared to make this. Thank you.
Cancel everything else. No more. No more. We set it up.
Sky, I'm
pitching is massive. We're the chef. Hello. I'm not the chef. You're not the chef. Oh, you are a chef, but you've got the jacket off. That's how chef and the dress. Thank you. And it's a direct cooking to the chef. Alright, so you're the chef. I'm not the chef. You're the chef. A chef, but not the chef. There's two. The two of them. Yeah, but where's the head chef? Well, they have both of them. Interesting. Your set of rules, your set of rules. Doesn't benefit the customer. I'll come back to the I need to start. Before I got here, I met a dozen of your ex-employees. I couldn't believe the amount of staff that have left this building in the last 2 years. Why have you gone through so many staff? I don't know. You don't know? I think I hired people and... Oh, so they're not good enough for you? Yes. I don't know. I'm just saying they're lying. Simple, yes or no? I cannot tell if they're lying. It's inaccurate, though. It's inaccurate? Yes. I have witnessed the regretful contact of another people. She has a close relationship with the disabled father. It's not funny. I'm not here to laugh. Let's get that right. Like, Sorry. I can tell that there are some that have been here for years, but actually the ones that were here that could stay have recently left and we've been in there every night. But there's nothing left. No. What's running out to us? What's the sleep there? The sleep at the moon's coming. Oh, the sleep? Yeah. Big sleep. Yeah. That's sorry, actually, we don't do the sleep any longer. I don't know that they should not take it out. Wow. Okay. Anything else? We are out of the court certified, and we do not have coverage. And actually, let's do this one thing as well, actually. I believe we're out of time right now. Oh, we're out of it. I believe so, yeah. The turkey ciabatta is usually a good one. That's the turkey bit. Okay. Oh, and breaking news. Big C seem to be famous. Sharing the state. When someone says seem to be famous, it's I think we should try it. Let's go. I'm not really done. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, we did now? Yes, sir. Correct. Wow. It's frozen. Yes. But the big taken with us. Well, I know that answer. Hamburgers, it says on the menu certified that you received. Where do we get that? Are they fresh or frozen? No, we always come back to frozen. Everything's still frozen. This is this is the turkey. That is the broth for the turkey. Wow, it's so good. It's so good. If you want to read this, actually, it's the or something. Or the salty? Yeah. Just got to go. You can go quick. I got.
Here is this very appreciated.
The new famous bird. Listen. Rules and density. And ocean. Being famous. Was it that being famous instead of being too lucky? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go there. Nope. I was at the conference.
Do that.
We're going to take a seat. We're going to do some tastings and I might see a menu. You don't have a little place.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Take a seat, please. All you need to take some of these components, something that you need to take off. Whoever knows, quick chance. Yeah. It's stressful. It's reception of the awful.
One ivory. There's a lot going on.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Right. You are doing. I'm doing. Good to see you. Actually, let's focus on the running. Yes. Yes. To very special guests of both sides. And then actually for our friend, Eric, nice to meet you as well. So, represent that people I do. Everywhere. When I deliver food, like, bring food out to the people. I was going to tell you, yeah, so, thank you. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's very brilliant. Yeah. Everything's recognized. I'm trying to send that little bit to what I do. There are certain things I have never made before. So, that's very fun. Second, yeah. You've got things that women never made before. Well, longer than morning. You're going to register there. Yeah. That's not a good sign. No, I place it. I could definitely know how to make it. I agree. I've never cooked in a fillet. You've never cooked a fillet meat. We've never sold one. Not so that's it. You've got things on the internet before, you have to do fillet. Right. So, to some extent, fillet meat comes on. You're going to go to the culinary school. What happens in the native Google? How to do it exactly? Yeah. Google the fillet. Yeah. What's a video? Yes. Well, I can't wait to face this. Let's look at this and get the answer in later. Sounds good. Wow. Okay. After learning to get recipes from the internet, I'm starting to feel like I made a mistake if I can write a room to have their wedding here. Here's some options for Roxanne and Mary. I told Jimmy to prepare a selection of dishes. Up first, a chicken dish I couldn't believe was smothered in soggy cheese without the burn. Although Grandma's forced it. The older compliments to get us out of mind. Okay. Over medium heat and while Jimmy served these now, I had to cook a filet mignon. Let the filet, do the hot pan. We were served a salmon dish. I mean, I wouldn't think that in a cat. Maybe bland, undercooked, simply boiled. And knowing Jimmy had never cooked a filet mignon, trust me, my expectations were high. So, it could be better than it. Now I know I'm just chasing the land. I mean, travel. I just think that. Yeah. That's just yeah. Be patient. Really good. Okay. It's clear the Gaza standards are low. And with a 2 days put together a wedding, I'm feeling a lot of pressure, and I don't want to disappoint Roxanne.
code, and for fairly modest sums as well. Just 5,500 samples total. Boys will get a security expert to sell lockpicks and such, a fletcher for arrows, spy master to help with speed, a supplier to train speechcraft, and most importantly, a fence to sell off stolen goods to. There's also a small upgrade to our very quaint captain's quarters, possibly a second ship that got buried along with the Black Flag, which itself is found in the center of the cavern. Like most ships in the game, this thing has 3 floors and requires an infinite number of loading screens to get through. Fortunately though, most of our higher crew are in the main open cavern itself. The reason that I call Dunbarrow Cove more of an investment than home is thanks to the ability to send 3 of our crew members out on weekly raids, for which they'll bring back a level of plunder, totaling up to 2,000 gold. Again, more of a hub than a home, and as generally nice as our bill is, that kind of shows us a truly homely home, with the choice being a haunted lich lair, or the greatest, most lucrative hive of scum and villainy in all Syria. No. Next, at an upfront cost of 10,000 serpents, you can take the beautiful and deceptively large loghouse in Bruma. Not the grandest abode in town, but by no means one of the worst either, described by the Countess as quaint, but also a special hub, one which of course has a holding familiarity to Skyrim's playhouse. The Bruma house is split into 2 main segments, but also has an entire additional floor situated below ground, making it bigger than the live inside. After heading over to the overrun just uphill, and spending about another 13 to 14k on furnishings, bringing this place to 24,000 in total, the finished log walls and wooden floors will make for another clean-looking and cozy abode, like a smaller caring house. Upstairs, we have an entrance hall complete with some convenient chests to drop off excess baggage from our travels. Then around the corner is a cozy dining room, complete with another warm-looking fireplace, something our hero will no doubt appreciate more in Bruma than in any other town. With the other half of the house, then underground, that maintains a bit more peace than the top floor. Hence the placement of our bedroom and study area cut out the warmest room in the house so far to the end of the downstairs. I don't quite know what's happening with this area of the base of the stairs. That feels kind of like a wasted space, but even still, the overall aesthetic of this house feels like a warm and cozy refuge. It's a shelter from the cold climates and the terrors. As in the town itself, Bruma feels like an Empire Skyrim hybrid, with the same staples as any Cyrodiil town, including a castle and a chapel, but with a predominantly Nordic population. Similar feeling perhaps in Windhelm, but Bruma probably feels more Nordic than most of the towns in Skyrim itself. It's like the people here breathe more into the Nordic stereotype and to show pride for their homelands. But overall, if you love the mountains, don't mind the cold, and miss Skyrim a little bit, then settling down in Bruma is no doubt worth it once you have the funds. The second most expensive house in the game can be found in Collie, a town which itself is definitely up there as one of the more pleasant to visit in Cyrodiil, and choosing to live here isn't half bad either. For 20,000 septums, the end property of Overwatch can be found within the more prestigious circle of houses just down from the North Gates, conveniently neighbouring you with the natives and fighters guilds, as well as a bloke named Foxstorm Mortiera, who was tragically assassinated recently by Korea, and by others say the same. In fact, if you're looking for some decorated butter, then I'm sure you won't mind if you mention some. As far as the interior of the Armor Watch itself goes, we've clearly come a long way from the hovels at the start of the video, which are drab and wretched by comparison. Starting off in a grand and most entrance area, to the right can be found a study and a dining space, where back around with all the other prestigious residents of Holland. The open program is literally just around the corner, and on top of it's where all the established residents go to drink and socialise. So perhaps Breeze and Casadel era clash can become a weekly dance occurrence. Upstairs, but annoyingly separated by yet more loading screens, on the right we have 2 guest bedrooms. One a servants' quarters, where the upgrade pamphlets, yet one guest in never the house of actual servants. Orange, unlike Skin Grab that we'll get to, doesn't actually have a particular troops to look after this house whilst we're away. Maybe it was planned at some point in development, but alas, this will remain one big old lonely stately home. Up the left stairs, though, the far more impressive of the master bedroom suites. One of the finest rooms in which a restaurant's head that we can obtain, which sort of also doubles as a lounge area, perhaps for more casual business. It's also significantly brighter this house than the others, and it's all round a pleasant place for our hero to come home to. Only thing missing really is a fireplace, and this actually makes less sense given the Coral's geography, and especially the fact that most other houses in this town do have a chimney. So a small log down coziness there, but maybe it's a point against whatever the wealthy hero that's about 45,000 to buy for the upgrade this place to spend their evenings and money somewhere like the open Protea. And as far as Coral itself goes, whilst a pleasant enough for the town, it doesn't really have any unique quirks or particularly interesting design flair going for it. The upper class citizens also have something of a snobbery issue, and the surrounding landscape is nice to look at, though there are nicer towns out there. If Dunbar Cove is a lair for thieves, then Deep Storm Hollow is a lair of assassins, or vampires, or both. A sprawling labyrinth of underground passages, this place can be found at the very southernmost points of Cyrano itself. Coming to inside, it can prove more of a tent than most. Below this island of ruins, in the water sits a hollowed tree trunk, through which is the watery tunnel to Deep Storm Hollow. Immediately, we'll find the Journal of the Raven, which will tell us everything you need to know about this damn planet. Formerly of the Damn Brotherhood and Raven source to depose the entire order and replace it, which is unfounded. Rebranding into a group called the Crimson Skies, the begins to be the ultimate demonstration of his loyalty to Sithis. But alas, he was betrayed. The Brotherhood slipped the scars whilst they slept, so now Greywing fled him. The Deep Storm Hollow, where once it was in his days of novice, and with the help of Raoul the Earwolf, the guy will eventually visit for the second reason. Greywing upgraded the Hollow significantly to become the ultimate hideaway befitting a vampire, something he will do once again, at the total cost of around 22,000 sandals. The last edition of Greywing made, though, was actually used by which to vampirism entirely. Eventually, Sithis visited Greywing and agreed to explain that his entire plan had been terribly misguided. Whilst he was dead-tabled and spilled blood, that he should never have tasted it, and such, ever the one to reward the void, Greywing sought a way to rid himself of vampirism forever, eventually discovering a method involving purged blood salts, and this thought of renewal, the same means by which that we can purge our soul to find an old poison stash of Greywings in this story from the left. To the right, it's the quarters of our dark minion who he sent out to murder in the name of Sithis, and he'll then return with said victims' items and a hefty chunk of gold. Again, like Dunbar Cove, the Deep Storm Hollow could be a good investment, albeit a much more evil one. And if you send the dark on this task, then you will lose the right to wear the Crusader Knight's armor without first taking a whole other pilgrimage to Providence. So this layer is definitely tailored to someone with higher infamy and fame. In the next segment, Deep Storm Cloister is mostly vampire related. We have the fonts of renewal holding here, but also a prison cell where those still are vampire blood and set their needs to the constant victim to feed on the capsule. The way down here, there's also a secondary secret exit linked to a trapdoor under the north of the original island, which may be easier to return by thereafter. Deep Storm Bastion is then more of a living area with a central dining room, a study to the left, and to the right, a bedroom, or perhaps I should say coffin. There's also usefully respawning new spring for significant, incredibly tedious quest in here, and when the lair is fully upgraded, an item of clothing called the Radiance of the Crimson Skull. Buffing all of the skills which an assassin may need to a considerable degree. You can pretty much see the inspiration for Castle Volca down here in fact. Heading ever deeper into the final level, each shrine to Sithis looks even more terrifying still, with petrified corpses clawing their way out of the rules towards this visit of the grandfather. And if you do have higher infamy than fame, then you can receive the blessing of sickness. The effects vary based on the level of infamy, but you go so high as to grant a 50% minion effects for a whole 20 minutes. There's also the Cruiser Eviscerator dagger down here in the box, as well as a secret catch of the